Up until 2024, the Nile River, which originates within East Africa and gets a boost from Lake Victoria, was understood to be the world's longest river. The Nile is an important economic driver, supporting agriculture and fishing for 11 African nations. The Nile's designation as the longest river in the world has been documented by both the Encyclopaedia Britannica and the Guinness World Records. But trouble has been brewing. A dispute, a decades-old dispute to be more precise. The Amazon, the pulsing aorta of the world's biggest rainforest, has long been recognized as the largest river in the world by volume, discharging more than the Nile, the Yangtze and the Mississippi combined. However, volume isn't the topic of contention. Length is. But which is the longer is more a matter of definition than simple measurement, noted Guinness Book of World Records. The Encyclopaedia Britannica gives the length of the Nile as 6,650 kilometers, or 4,132 miles, to 6,400 kilometers, or 3,977 miles for the Amazon, measuring the latter from the headwaters of the Apurimac River in southern Peru. However, in 2014, US neuroscientist and explorer James Rocky Contos developed an alternative theory, putting the source of the Amazon farther away at the Mantaro River in northern Peru. In order to secure the most accurate results, direct GPS measurement by kayak descent of each of the rivers from their source points to their confluence was necessary. These treacherous and very difficult Class 4 and Class 5 river descents were performed by James Contos himself to obtain the data. With data in hand, the measurements indicated an increase in length of about 80 kilometers more than what geographers had thought previously, but still fell short of being the longest. Expeditions like that of James Contos revealed that the most distant source of the Amazon was indeed open for change. With the newly crowned Mantaro River in northern Peru as the most distant source of the Amazon, James, as well as others, were preparing the argument for which river should bear the title of the longest in the world. In light of the newly identified source, Mantaro River in the Peruvian Andes, an expedition into the South American jungle is being put together with the aim of settling the heated debate of which river is longest, once and for all. Using boats run on solar energy and pedal power, an international team of explorers planned to set off in April 2024 to the source of the Amazon in the Peruvian Andes, then travel nearly 7,000 kilometers or 4,350 miles across Colombia and Brazil to the massive river's mouth on the Atlantic. Project's coordinator, Brazilian explorer Yuri Sanada, says, I quote, "The main objective is to map the river and document the biodiversity," end quote. Around 10 people are known to have traveled the full length of the Amazon in the past, but none have done it with those objectives, said Sanada, who runs film production company Adventures with his wife Vera. Sanada's expedition will trace both the Apurimac and Mantaro sources. One group, guided by Contos, will travel down the Mantaro by whitewater raft. The other will travel the banks of the Apurimac on horseback with French explorer Céline Cousteau, granddaughter of legendary oceanographer Jacques Cousteau. At the point where the rivers converge, Sanada and 2 other explorers will embark on the longest leg of the journey, traveling in 3 custom-made, motorized canoes powered by solar panels and pedals, equipped with a sensor to measure distance. The expedition is backed by international groups, including the Explorers Club and the Harvard Map Collection. The adventurers will traverse terrain inhabited by anacondas, alligators and jaguars, but none of that scares Sanada. He said, "I'm most afraid of drug traffickers and illegal miners. The boats will be outfitted with a bulletproof cabin, and the team is negotiating with authorities to obtain an armed escort for the most dangerous zones." If the expedition is successful, it may be replicated on the Nile.